Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2016 general readings. I hope everyone had a good June and are ready for another month. I will be using the same 8 card spread, 2 cards for each week with an additional ninth card as your overall theme general feeling for the reading. These are general readings, so they won't apply or resonate the same with everyone who watches because, of course, there's so many of you watching and all coming from different backgrounds and things going on in your life. So make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well to get as clear and definitive a picture as possible. Thank you so much for those of you who continue to watch and follow and listen and subscribe to my channel. It's lovely to see the family growing so rapidly on a daily basis. Thank you so much for your love and feedback and support. And comments too. I read each and every one of them, even though I don't have time to respond to all of them, particularly the ones that resonate for those of you who write descriptions of how they play out in your life. So please, as I always say, keep those coming. I enjoy them very much. And a special thank you, as always, to those of you who keep me so busy with personal readings. It is an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Thank you for the trust that you put in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And if any of you are interested in a personal reading, you can click on the About sign on my channel's homepage. That will give you a little more information and detail about myself, the services I offer, and my contact information. And you can email me directly at Maggie, the number one, McGuire@gmail.com. That address is also on the information under the About button. I would be delighted to work with you, so send me an email and we will go from there. I do readings full time, so I'm pretty good about getting back with you quickly and scheduling a reading quickly as well. I'm always asked about turnaround time, and it's currently anywhere between 1 to 4 or 5 days, but almost always within a week. So, again, if you're interested, let me know and we will set something up. So, let's get right into this. This reading is for Libra for July 2016. Libra, July 2016. What does the wonderful month of July hold for the air sign of Libra? Libra, July 2016. I'm using the Gilded Tarot as usual. Libra, July 2016. Show me the energies for Libra. Libra, July 2016. Okay. We begin with the Knight of Wands, followed by the Death card, the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Wands, the Eight of Wands, followed by the Five of Cups in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Four of Pentacles. And as your overall crowning card, the energy from the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles. So let's just take a look, Libra. Well, first of all, it looks like for a lot of you watching, and of course this is going to play out differently as it always does, there's a lot of manifesting energy to do with career and work and projects of that sort. Although we can also always apply the same energies to love and romance and spirituality. But it looks like the majority of it is focused on manifesting and on job and career. Some pretty positive changes too. Okay, let's begin. So Libra, we find ourselves at the beginning of July 2016 with the Knight of Wands, followed by the Death Transformation card. So the Knight of Wands, wands being governed by fire and air, very fiery, creative, action-oriented suit, very forward moving, and knights being the bringers of the tarot deck. Typically, when you see a knight in a reading, it represents an offering, something being brought to you, or the energy of the knight itself. Knights are usually associated also with a fair amount of speed, as they are known for charging in. And of all the four of the wands, the Knight of Wands can be the most impulsive and the most spontaneous. So, for some of you, this is going to represent the energy of the Knight of Wands being a little spontaneous, being somewhat impulsive. But for a lot of you, I think something is coming in. Somebody is bringing you something in the month of July. Probably around the end of June, beginning of July, there's an offering of some kind being made. It's a very exciting offer, very enthusiastic. And I think for a lot of you, it has something to do with career, work, or finance of some kind. And I feel like for a lot of you, especially looking over the rest of the cards, this is going to be about an offer or an invitation to join a group of people or work with a group of people on some kind of like-minded project. For some of you, this is going to represent a job offer of some kind, a promotion for some of you, but something that's very forward moving. Either if it's not a creative or artistic project of some kind, it's a movement forward in on your career path in your job. And again, it's very exciting. It's very ambitious. I feel like you're going to feel very inspired by this, and it's going to be a transformational change and a transformational offering as well if you choose to take it. For some of you, this Knight of Wands energy is representing you. It's representing the energy, even though it's fire. It's also Wands is governed by fire and air together. Now, this could be represent for some of you an actual individual in your life who's bringing this to you, who's making an offering of some kind, an offering to join you, or making you an offer of some kind. This could be a fire sign, which would be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or secondarily air, which would be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, and it could just represent your manifesting energy and pulling these people together. It's going to be something very transformative because it is accompanied by the death card, which represents transformation, the end of something and the beginning of something else. But this is a major ending and a major beginning for you, as it is a major arcana card. It represents transformation, a reflection period. And for some of you, I mean, this could also represent the end of a way of looking at something, the end of a lifestyle, the end of a set of habits. But for others of you, I feel like you're leaving something behind and moving on to something different, something better. Now, next to that, we have the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Wands. So the Three of Pentacles, Pentacles is governed by the element of earth. So it's all about things in our earthly, tangible, material environment, things we can see and touch and feel, tangible things, most often money, finance, job, career, resources, assets, property, etc. The Three of Pentacles is a card about compromise and negotiation. It's about working with more than one person, working with a group of people towards a common cause, towards a common goal, needing to work with people to come to an agreement on something. Sometimes this card can represent having to work with or compromise and negotiate with people you wouldn't necessarily choose to, but a decision of some kind needs to be met. But I feel like for the majority of you, this offering, this transformative offering or promotion, leap ahead, is going to represent working with another group of people. For some of you, this is going to be a promotion. You're going to be working with a different group of people. For some of you, this is not job or career related. Some of you, it's promotion. I'm getting promotion for some of you. And others of you, either you're making an offer or extending an invitation to somebody else to work with you, or you're being extended the invitation, the offer to work with them on some other kind of project, a very inspiring kind of project or cause I'm getting for some of you as well. But it's going to be about everybody kind of working under the same umbrella towards a common cause, a common goal, a common project of some kind, a meeting of the minds. And it's future, it's forward moving. It's about working towards the future because that Three of Pentacles is paired with the Three of Wands. Now, for some of you, I'm getting very strong. I don't think it's for the larger portion of you, but for some of you, I do feel like you are being given a promotion this month, and it's coming with. It feels like it's going to be coming with a significant raise, and it's part of a specific goal that you have set, which is building something for your future. The Three of Wands is a card about looking ahead, building towards the future. It's a card that represents being at a place where you have put in a lot of work, you put in a lot of time and effort, you've sown the seeds, you've sent that ship out, and now you're waiting to see what manifests, you're waiting to see what comes back. But it's forward moving, it's about laying the groundwork. And paired with this Three of Pentacles, that's what you're doing, whether you're coming together with another group of people in a project of some kind, in another job, in another position, in a currently established career path. Some of you, I feel, are working together with another group of people on a cause of some kind for an organization, maybe a nonprofit organization, and it's about helping people build their futures. Now, next to that, we have the Eight of Wands paired with the Five of Cups in reverse. And for some of you in love and romance, this could represent our relationships. It doesn't have to be love and romance focused, it could be any other kind of relationships. This is a mutually beneficial relationship. And whether it's based on love and romance, as in boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, partner, etc., this is about the two of you working together, or working together towards the future, building towards a future. Some of you, it's going to be moving forward, building a family, I'm getting for some of you. It's, again, very forward looking, forward building. Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands, again, that fiery, airy suit that's so forward moving. The energy of the suit of Wands, again, is all about manifesting. I'm getting a great deal of manifesting energy in a lot of the signs that I've done so far, but yours feels like the most present and action oriented. A lot of people are, the signs I've done so far, July seems to be wrapping up the tail end of something and looking ahead at the future, but not really moving forward into it too much. But you, Libra, it feels as if you're entering July, already ending something and transforming into something else. And the bulk of July is going to be about putting that together and beginning the actual work. Lots of communication, lots of messages going back and forth, which is what the Eight of Wands entails. In the upright position, this is exciting stuff. It feels like an engaging, exciting flow of communication at work, at a project, in an organization, or within a relationship structure that is more intimate. This card can also represent travel as well. So some of you may be traveling for this project, or traveling for work, or taking a trip with your loved one. And this is going to be helping overcome some energy from the past, about what that you have lost from the past, things that you have lost in the past that perhaps you've still been focused on, or that negative, painful energy still has been lingering. This complete shift forward, this complete transformational energy moving forward, Libra, is going to be helping you overcome this month and pull out of that focus on what you no longer have, but instead focusing on what's around you, the blessings you have, and the opportunities which are still coming, because that Eight of Wands is accompanied by the Five of Cups in reverse. So in the upright position, Cups is governed by the element of water. So it's all about that watery, fluid world of emotions, feelings, love, and relationships. And the Five of Cups in the upright position is a card basically about being stuck in the past, being focused on what you've lost, what you no longer have, what's changed, or what you feel has been taken away from you. And I feel like it's just past energy, Libra, which you've held on to for a while. But again, the only thing that we can use to battle that and to battle fear is actually movement forward. And that's what you're doing this month. And you're overcoming this. You can see this man is focused on these three cups, which are spilled over. All his attention and energy is focused on them. So much so that he doesn't know what's right behind him, which are these two beautiful goblets, still upright, still full, representing what still remains or opportunities that he might miss. Now, in the reverse position, again, this transformational energy, this very forward moving energy for you, Libra, job, career, project, relationships, and love for those of you for whom it applies. You're overcoming this energy. You're finally it feels as if you're finally pulling out of that, looking around and going, wow, life is still beautiful. There's still blessings, and there's this wonderful opportunity in front of you to move forward, but not alone. You're with somebody else or with a group of people, and it's very exciting energy, very creative energy. And this communication that's moving back and forth. I feel like it's very fast communication too, very engaging, very passionate, and it's helping you overcome. It's pulling you out of this energy of being kind of stuck in the past. There's a time to honor the experiences in our past, but then there's a time where we have to kind of tie a balloon string to it and let it go. And that is what you're doing this month. It almost feels like you're going to be so busy and so caught up and so enthusiastic about whatever it is that you're moving forward with other people, that it's just going to completely fade away, this negative energy from the past. Now, at or towards the end of this month, we have the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Four of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles, Pentacles, again, that lovely grounded earth energy, and Knight. This night, some of you, this is going to represent somebody else that you're working with, somebody else that's joining you. It could be somebody making an offering of some kind. It's a very tangible, material sort of offering. It could be somebody who's, for those of you who are starting your own business this month, or starting something on your own, something entrepreneurial. This could be somebody coming in with an offer of financial assistance or investment of some kind at the end of the month. They could also be offering just their help and their experience, their presence, but it's an offering, something being given to you that's very tangible, very beneficial to you as well. And it carries with it the promise of stability, success, and abundance. This could, for those of you for whom this resonates as another person bringing this to you, it could represent an earth sign, which would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So keep your eye out for that. The energy of the Knight of Pentacles also, it's a very stable sort of energy, very hardworking sort of energy. And of all four of the knights, we have two knights in this spread, Libra, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, and they're almost opposite energies. He's the one that's very fiery, passionate, creative, very driven, can be very spontaneous and very impulsive. The Knight of Pentacles is a lot more steady because he's ruled by Earth. He's a hard worker, very dependable, very reliable. Could also be the energy that you're manifesting at or towards the end of the month. It feels like, again, in love and relationships, this could represent you and your partner. But if that's the case, I feel like there's also other people involved as well. Now, this Knight of Pentacles, for some of you, it's going to represent, again, somebody making an offering to you, somebody making a gift of some kind of financial or tangible material, uh, something which is going to aid you in this project or in this business on your work career. For some of you for whom are going to be getting or being offered a promotion or an advancement, it could also represent that this comes with a bonus as well, or a significant sort of raise. And it's about holding on to that as well and being smart about it, which that Knight of Pentacles is, because it's accompanied by the Four of Pentacles. Again, this is a strong promise of stability, solidity, because it is a four, a great foundation to build upon. This card represents holding on to what you have, holding on to what you've built up. You're building a foundation for something to rest on. Again, this is a very the vision for whatever this is feels very big. It's like you have this big ultimate long-term goal, and this month it's about pulling the resources and the people together to either begin it or move forward on the next leg of it. And at or towards the end of the month, it looks like you're already building up a pretty good solid foundation for it as well. The only cautionary piece of advice I would give, that I'm feeling off of this last combination, the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, is sometimes it's a lot of earth energy, which can be very stabilizing and very reassuring, and really bring a sense of continuity, Libra. But it can also represent perhaps being a little too stubborn, holding on perhaps a little too tightly, or being seen as someone who's not willing to take risks when they're appropriate to take. So just make sure to maintain a balance this month of July. And it looks like overall, again, you're going to be working very hard, very successfully as well. A full busy month for you, but a successful one, because you're working towards a rather large long-term end goal. You have a future plan in mind. Your crowning card is the Eight of Pentacles, which I often refer to as the worker bee card. You can see this man is hard at work at his desk. The sun's actually begun to set in the background. His candles are already lit. Perhaps you're burning the candles at both ends this July. He's hard at work on this eighth pentacle. He's already completed seven, and they're hanging in the air above him. Just as much diligence, detail, and perseverance on this eighth one as the seventh one, which is why he's been so successful. This is the Eight of Pentacles, not the two, the four, the six, or even the seven. It's the Eight of Pentacles. It's about the slow, steady, step by step, successful building up of a foundation. This man appears to be alone. Everybody else has probably gone home from work, but he's still there, hard at work, because he has a plan, he has a dream, he has a big goal that he's working towards, and he's being quite successful at it, laying a very good foundation, working with other people, compromise and negotiating, and putting in the extra hours too. It looks like you have a lot of help or a lot of support surrounding you for whatever this is, Libra. You'll have to let me know what this is, because I'm getting the strongest energy for career and job, and but also for projects of some other kind. So you'll have to let me know how this plays out for you. An exciting month. It's all about building for the future, laying a successful foundation, and building on that. So, Libra, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope it has brought you some wisdom and clarity and insight. And gear up. It looks like it's going to be a pretty full month for you, and I know you're well able for it. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading, you can send me an email at Maggie, the number one, McGuire at gmail.com. That address is also on the About button on my YouTube channel's homepage. I would be delighted to work with you. So just let me know and we will set something up. And I will see the rest of you in a couple of weeks for the July 2016 mid-month readings. And until then, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks for watching, Libra, and I'll see you soon. Bye.